Well, hello, fairy friends. It is Liz, and I am back with Mrs. Beasley. I am about ready to box her up so she can go to her new mommy. And this was found at I think it was a thrift store. I'm not exactly sure, a yard sale. My great aunt brought her and dropped her off so that I could fix it up for her daughter. And so that is what I have done. When I go to look at these, what I find is almost always they do not have their glasses. And either they have the little skirt or they have the little collar here or cape. They never have both, it seems like. So I improvised and I used the skirt of another Mrs. Oops, stay up there, lady. Another Mrs. Beasley. And because I didn't have the same shade and could not find it of rickrack, I chose a larger rickrack to cover over the old rickrack so that this would match. And then I just cut the skirt, which is this right here, just cut it into this shape, and then I sewed on my own ribbon. And I've seen her displayed this way. I don't know if that's an accident or not. I've seen her displayed that way, and I've seen her displayed this way with the bow in front. I think the bow is supposed to be in the front. The only thing that I think I wish I would have done differently is, I don't know why this is the case, but the rickrack color is lighter than the collar around here in the bow. It's more to the like kind of a golden color, golden yellow. So I don't know, I just didn't really like that. And sometimes when I'm doing repairs like this, I have to use my own judgment of what I think goes together, because sometimes how it came may not necessarily be sometimes it's a slight choice, and if I would have used a color that matched her shoes, it might have looked like I just didn't care about it matching. So I just went with a yellow ribbon that matched the rickrack. That was just my, I guess, executive creative decision. So, and she must have, some little girl must have taken her up on her offer to try on her glasses and never returned them to Mrs. Beasley. So I am on the lookout for them. I have a rather inexpensive pair on the way that are actually for American Girl dolls. They're for 18-inch dolls. They're black frames and they're just about the right shape. So those might actually do. I'm not sure. We shall see. The actual glasses, I think they really do. They want an arm and a leg for them. So these will have to do for now, because we just can't have her not able to see. They look a little bit silly. They look a little bit more like Elton John glasses or maybe Harry Potter glasses. I don't know, but she needs to see in the meantime. So I'm going to send them along with her until I can find the right glasses. If I can find her actual glasses in for reasonable price and they're in good shape, I will get those. But we'll see first with the American Girl dolls and the American Girl doll glasses. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull her pull string so you can hear her talk.
If you could have 3 wishes, what would you wish for? I do think you're the nicest little friend I ever had. Do you want to play? Would you like to try on my glasses? You may if you wish.
You may if you wish.
It would be such fun to play jump rope, don't you think? Long ago, I was a little girl just like you. If you could have 3 wishes, what would you wish for? If you were a little smaller, I could rock you to sleep. Do you want to hear a secret? I know one. Speak a little louder, dear, so Mrs. Beasley can hear you. You may call me Mrs. Beasley. Would you like to play?
And many of you may not know this. If you look up the pilot episode, and perhaps even, don't quote me on this one, but a couple of the first episodes, you'll see that Mrs. Beasley looks a little bit different than this version here. And that is because they altered slightly a Rushton Toy Company doll, and it was specifically the Jill doll of the pair that they had offered. I don't think they didn't come together, you had to buy them separately. If that's wrong, let me know, but it's the Jack and Jill Rushton doll. So they took the Jill, which had like a blonde, more of a long pile plush fur, and that was Mrs. Beasley in the beginning. So just a little thing I thought you might want to know. And thank you guys, as always, for spending some time with me. And from me and Mrs. Beasley, we want you to have a magical day. Bye-bye. So I'm packaging up Mrs. Beasley, and I always like to put a little note with them when they go home. So here is the note to Christine. I hope you love Mrs. Beasley and that she brings back fond memories. Remember in the Goodbye Mrs. Beasley episode when Buffy asks Uncle Bill if she is too old to play with her? He tells her she will know when it's time, and growing up means making your own decisions. Buffy says she didn't know growing up meant throwing away the things you love. Of course, we know we can always keep our treasured memories and keepsakes. Much love, Liz. P.S. Be gentle with her pull string. She can talk without the string pulled out very far. You'll see. I'm still looking for her actual glasses, but until I find a pair they don't want a fortune for, Mrs. Beasley should be able to see. These are not the right shape, but will do until we can find her actual frames. Some little girl must have tried them on and forgot to give them back. LOL.